get in my way, get in my talk, get in my walk, get in my back, get in my flow, get in my flow, get in my way, get in my talk, get in my walk, get in my back, yeah, woo! Today, I'm gonna show you how I produce Flow. It's not a big hit, it's no hit at all, goodbye. But I'm still really excited to show you this piece regardless. Let's go! If you guys just want to check out the music video or give yourself a chance to listen to the song, the links are in the description below, so check it out. Before I start this video, I just want to say this. I released this song and the music video back in November 2022. So this whole thing kind of feel like a reenactment. I will try to share as much as I can. So stay to the end to, you see how this whole thing goes on. Let me just start by sharing where I got my inspiration from. I want it to be like very pop, very K-pop style. I kind of envision the song to sound something like a K-pop song where you have different people come in at different segments. Let's just jump straight to it. I started out with a sample. For the intro, I want it to be like very muffled, very on the back and start to kind of like build it up. I add a couple effects, then EQ it, kind of transpose it down, and the whole thing sounded something like this. It's very muffled, it's very like on the back now. So I got my main melody done, now I need something to add flavors to it, so I add something like this. And I add a shaper box to it to have that LFO effect, so it sounded something like this. Notice that it's not that jarring, it's just very subtle, kind of adds some flavors, tiny little spices to it. And I got this pad going on. If I just play the pad, the melody and the lead sounded something like this. I feel like everything just like starting to like come up. I know it's just the intro, but I feel like it's not there yet. So I added this vocal effects that sounds something like this. I kind of chop it out just to add reverb to it. I feel like it's getting somewhere now. I'd add this percussion just to fill up the gap. It sounds something like this. And the whole intro goes like this. Now I'm like, alright, we got it. So after the intro, I got my chorus next. I want to have transition sound to introduce my chorus. So I got some transition sound like this. And then a riser and a hit. And a bass hit. The whole transition from the intro to the chorus sounds something like this. Bang! It's kind of just like bang in your face now. So let's talk about drum now. I layer 4 kicks. The first kick sounds like this. I call it the kick top. And this is my kick, my low kick. This is my boom boom kick. Low kick too. And this is how my hat sound like. I like the hat sound, but I feel like it's not enough. Add another hat to complement with the hat that I got before, so sounds something like this. And then both hats together sounded something like this. It might be a little bit weird putting 2 hats together, but I just feel like it works. I got this drum fill that introduced the chorus. And then I got this breath that sounds something like this. Very subtle, very ominous, but it just adds something tiny to it. And my 808, simple 808, nothing major. And I got bass hit. I keep the lead intro, just the first sound, so that it kind of complement my second lead, it's gonna go better. And this is how my second lead sound like. I turn it up and I add more effects, so it sounds something like this. I got the string to accompany the lead. Very simple, very subtle. It's just there to flavor it up. Now, I added more things to it. I got this synthesizer going on and I chop it out. The whole chorus goes like this. now I feel like it's there, you know? Just listen to the chorus, I'm like, woo! When it comes to the verse, everything just kind of toned down, the lead goes off. I got this choir loop. Got another vocal effect. With both vocal put it together. I got a lot of like growl hit. And then I got an impact that kind of introduced the verse. And this is the main melody for the verse. Very simple, nothing major, and this is how another fill sound like. Transition hits, and then the snares that hits like this. I got a second snare that sounds something like this. And if I put both snare, and I got this transition feel, and then breath again. It doesn't stand out a lot, but when you just hear with the whole thing, it's there to connect part 1 and part 2 together, and just like that connecting point. And you notice on my second verse, I bring back the lead again. So now we're in the pre-chorus. The most significant difference that you can hear on the sound is this one. And something like this. I got this melody synthesizer. Very ominous, very like space ambience kind of type. And then this is the second part of the pre-chorus. It's kind of muffled, but I still want it to be like piercing through a little bit. And I duplicate the key, but I want it to be gritty. It sounded something like this. You realize it's distorted, like I drive it down, and both keys together, they goes like this. I bring back the intro lead just to kind of like, all right, let's calm down just a little bit. We're gonna go back to the ha part again. So, and then it's kind of, you can hear the build up. And here's the part where the frequency shifter plays a role. If you notice, just listen to the last part. It's kind of like, I just want to have that kind of like, then push up again. I'm just play this part to the chorus. Nice. Now that whole thing sounded something like sexy. I love it. The chorus kind of sound the same, so it sounded boom, get in my way, get in my top, get in my walk, get in my back. And here's the bridge. I got this vocal sound. The pad keep on going on. Pum, 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 pum. I added this breath too. I love breath, dude. And I got this siren impact. And then the last 4 count, I want it to be like pum, 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 pum. So I got this impact sound that goes like this. Then I layer it with this. Feel like it's still not enough, and I added 1 more. Then the whole thing sounds something like this. That boom, 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 it's kind of like full now, you know? You got like the burger, and the patty. Bam, boom, 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 boom. So it's kind of like, woo. And I added this feel just to introduce the next part. I bring this transition back to the verse. That's how the whole bridge sounds like.
The third verse sounded kind of similar. The second part of the pre-chorus is what I made changes to it. Everything before sounded similar. I bring this melody in. I got this melody synthesizer in. With the flute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know? So this is how the whole second pre-chorus sound like. And then we go back to the chorus. Now, when it comes to the ending, I don't want you to end it on. I want you to have something more, like a tiny little bridge just to flow the ending better. So I added something like this. I added this sound, and this sound, and I got this snare, and I got this kick. And then I got this brass. And the whole thing sounded something like this. And that's how I produce flow. If you guys just want to listen to the full instrumental track, here's the time frame.
Nobody cares.
SpongeBob. Now, let's jump to the lyric part. It's actually really hard for me to write lyrics in the beginning, but I found a way to help me on that game. I always start by saying a bunch of gibberish, and I have my phone out and I just record. I play the instrumental on the background and I just record on the phone. For like when you play a beat, dum dum pump, yeah, tell me then go, maybe they want you to chip and keep in the can't now, then I gonna don't, maybe I'm not gonna shake it to get it built now. Once I got it recorded, I'll do multiple takes and see which flows better. See what I did there? You can't really see my phone, but like I always record vocal. If I got an idea or something that hits me, I will just record. So just listening to my chorus, I want something to be harsh because like I said, K-pop have different people singing in different segments and their tonality, they all sounded different. I don't want to just be like, get in my flow, get in my way, get in my talk, get in my walk, get in my back, and then go to the words, tell me nah, yeah, we got the money for it. You know, I feel like it's not there. The voice just doesn't suit the chorus. I recorded a couple times and I felt like it's not there, and I kind of got frustrated a little bit and I just went to bed. And then the next morning, when I woke up, my voice is all like grumpy, like, what, tell me, and then I just said, get in my flow. What the fuck? Get in my flow. I'm like, woo! Jump straight to the recording room, turn on everything, and start recording to the mic. Get in my flow, get in my way, get in my talk, get in my walk, get in my back. And then I listen back to it. Tiny orgasm for myself. Once I got the chorus done, I know it's like the done deal for me. And when it comes to the verse, it's easy. Take out my phone, record a bunch of gibberish that I think is right, and I just put it in. For example, like I record like for example, 10 words. I just need to feel that 10 words. And like, here's something that I want to share. I got this rhyme dictionary that I create. Every time I hear something that I think it's cool, that I think it's swag, that I think it's like badass, I'll just write it down. I just keep on compile it. So for example, ice tray, DNA, time to celebrate, no time to escalate, gonna get the flame. If the tonality is somewhat on the same range, I can kind of like twist the word. So most words that ends with ADE, AKE, QUE, AY, ATE, ASTE. I'm gonna give you another example with the letter E. So like erg and herb, like herb, Heisenberg, purge, herb, merge, you know, verb. There's always something that you can think of when you rhyme. I saw the Eminem video.
The word orange doesn't rhyme with anything, and that kind of pisses me off because I can think of a lot of things that rhyme with orange.
Once I got my lyrics done, I just jumped straight to the recording booth and just like record, and I sent it to my mixing engineer. I want to give a special shout out to Alex, my mixing engineer, and Seattle, my mastering engineer. Special shout out to you guys. Before I end the video, if you like the content, do consider hit the like button and subscribe. I deeply appreciate it. I still got a lot left to share, and I still got a lot left to do. Bye bye.
Bye.